Welcome to Mystery Theater. Tonight's tale is entitled Murder on Skull Drive. Enjoy, if you dare.
The storm's getting worse.
It is, but the lightning is spectacular.
And no thunder, how strange.
Good thing we can see it and aren't just listening. I'd imagine that'd be pretty disappointing to have someone tell you about such awesome-looking lightning and not being able to see it yourself.
Oh, Roderick, it's getting closer to the car. Do you think we should be driving in this? Especially with the top down and me with that metal plate in my head, which was put in after I was struck by lightning on 3 separate occasions.
No one gets struck by lightning 4 times, you know that. 3, sure, that's easy. But 4, no way. Besides, my boss invited me to dinner. I'd be in a whole mess of trouble if I declined.
By whole mess of trouble, do you mean you'd be fired from your job at the newspaper, at which you are a hotshot reporter?
Precisely. Look, there it is. 123 Skull Drive.
It's enormous. I didn't know your boss lived in such a lavish estate, especially one with such a foreboding name.
The newspaper business has been good to him. He also owns several Boston Market restaurants.
Well, that explains it. Their mac and cheese is as exquisite as it is inexpensive.
Come on, let's get to the door. Maybe he had Boston Market cater this dinner.
We can only hope.
Welcome. Coming out of this horrid weather.
Thank you so much for inviting us, Mr. Cornfellow.
And who is this enchanting vision, Roderick?
This is my wife, Nancy.
You have a lovely home, Mr. Cornfellow.
Please, tonight call me Nigel. Here, my butler will take your coats. Oh, Manfred, how's dinner coming along?
Just a few minutes, sir.
Then off you go. We can't feed our guests burnt food now, can we? Unless it's supposed to be burnt, like some weird French dish where it's all overcooked cheese and spoiled milk. But I specifically asked not to have that, because I hate it.
What are we having for dinner, if you don't mind my asking?
I've flown in 7 chefs from every corner of the globe to make the most famous dishes for us alone.
Oh, I see.
I'm just kidding. It's Boston Market.
Really? Oh, boy.
I can taste those green beans now. All slimy and covered in what I'm guessing is gravy, which is exactly how I like them.
Well, then you are both in for a treat. Come this way.
Actually, is there a powder room nearby I could use?
Of course. This house has 17 bathrooms. 15 and a half are currently experiencing horrible septic problems, but you'll find a clean and functional one upstairs and to the right.
I'll be right back.
Mr. Cornfellow, Nigel, are Nancy and I your only guests tonight?
Yes, there is something I must talk with you of the utmost importance. Somewhere away from the prying eyes and equally prying ears of the newspaper.
Those ears do seem to enjoy prying, although not as much as the tongues. They get in everywhere.
I'm back. Shall we?
Actually, I need to use the little boy's room now. Do you mind?
Not at all. It will give your lovely wife and I time to get acquainted. Off you go.
Off I go!
So, Nigel, are you married?
Once, long ago, my darling Prudence. She passed on.
Oh, my. I am so sorry. Prudence is such a horrible name. Did you know it before you married her?
Sadly, no. We never spoke a word until the honeymoon. Her parents were very strict. Only hand-holding and anal were allowed.
Yes, my grandparents were the same way.
I'm back. Who's hungry?
Unfortunately, I must relieve myself as well. Geez, I wish more of my restrooms were functional. We could have gotten this out of the way at the same time. Be right back.
Roderick, did you know about his poor dead wife? Her name was Prudence.
That is a hideous name. But more importantly, he told me he has something very important to tell me. Something so important that when he tells me what he told me he'd tell me, I'd want to tell everyone. But I mustn't tell what he'd told he'd tell me. It's a secret.
Oh, dear. What could it be?
Maybe he wishes to fire me. He's never had anyone to his home before.
What if he wants to make you the editor-in-chief? Well, you know, at the newspaper.
The newspaper where I'm the hotshot reporter?
The very same!
I hadn't thought of that. Man, oh man. With that kind of power, I could really change this city for the better. I wonder...
Now then, since we've all emptied our bladders, let us now fill our stomachs.
With delicious Boston market.
Quite right, my dear. The dining room is right through here.
Nigel, what did you want to talk to me about?
Well...
Is that a body?
Dear Lord, Manfred!
He's dead!
No, he's been murdered.
Tune in next time for the startling continuation of Murder on Skull Drive. Until then, good night. Or good day. Or whatever time zone you may reside in. But it's good. Thank you for listening. Thank you.